So I'm here today at Yamazaki Mazak at their European Technical Centre in Worcester. I'm with Greg Cox, who's a Siemens applications engineer. I've come to talk to him about this machine, which is the VTC 760C, and the fact that now Mazak are offering this machine with the Siemens 828D control. Greg, before we get on to the control, just tell us for our viewers a little bit about this machine. It's a travelling column machine, right?
It is a travelling column machine, yes, so that means that it's got some extra rigidity. It's ideal for small job shops, but also those job shops that have quite large components.
Let's open this door. Let's pull this door open. One thing that struck me when I did a bit of research on the machine was the fact that it said the maximum workpiece size was 4 metres. How does that work?
Okay, well, because of the configuration of the machine, we can actually extend the workpiece beyond the table either side.
So what's the actual x-axis envelope?
The x-axis envelope is 1740 millimetres.
And what about the y-axis? Because that was another thing that jumped out at me. That's quite big.
The y-axis is actually 760. That's where the machine's designated name comes from.
And how about your z-axis? Because we've obviously got a 4th axis unit on here. But what can you? It looks like it's fully quite well retracted. It looks like there's quite a bit of space there as well.
Yeah, there is quite a lot of space on the z-axis. The z-axis has actually got 660 travel.
Right. Can you put a partition on this machine, Greg? These are often questions that are asked by engineers, so you can work both sides.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. You can fit a centre partition on this machine, and that allows you to do a pendulum type setup where you're operating the machine on one side and setting up the workpiece on the other.
Is that going to take me long to put that pendulum or put that middle part in?
No, not long at all. It's a fairly quick thing to fit.
And what about the actual travelling column makeup of this then? You say it makes it a more rigid machine. Does it make it faster as well?
Well, it actually helps with the tool change speed because the tool change is moving along with the x-axis of the machine. The tools are there ready to be changed straight away. You don't have to go back to a tool change position.
And when you buy the machine, on the tool changer, can you spec that up, or does it come standard with 30 and that's it?
It comes standard with 30 tools, but there is a 48 tool option on the machine.
When I look in here, what I do see is quite a lot of space. I mean, sometimes we look at machines and they're promoting these massive castings and there's not a lot of kind of working area around it, but here it looks like it's very well finished, especially good for swarf evacuation as well. Is that a fair comment?
That's an absolutely fair comment. Yeah, the machine's well designed for all these features. You can put quite a large workpiece on the machine. The machine's still just as rigid as any other machine.
And what sort of weight could you get on that table?
The table will actually take 1,400 kilograms.
Okay, now as your title suggests, you're a Siemens application engineer, so you've passed the test on the, let's call it the hardware. Let's have a look at the software and let's talk about this. Why have Mazak firstly introduced Siemens onto this machine?
We've introduced Siemens to basically give Siemens customers the option to buy a Mazak quality machine.
And do you think that there's a big market for people wanting to buy a Mazak with a Siemens?
We believe there is. We know that the Siemens control is very popular throughout Europe, and there are people here at the ETC today, people that are coming in to visit us purely because we're now offering Siemens on Mazak machines.
So this isn't a case of you saying to the marketplace or Mazak saying to the marketplace that Siemens is a better control than the Mazatrol?
Absolutely not. No, the entire reason for offering Siemens is because we want to give our customers the preference.
Right, tell us about the 828D, Greg. What's good about this particular model of software?
Well, the 828D control from Siemens is a dedicated CNC control, so it has all of the synumeric operate functions. It's fitted with shop mills, so shop mills installed. On this particular machine, we've done a complete demo here. That demo's utilised the DXF import function, and it's also utilised the multiple clamping function, which is kind of a tool change optimization built into the Siemens control.
Sometimes some machine tool suppliers supply the Siemens control, but they don't add a lot of options at the start and you have to add them on. Are we saying here that when you buy a Siemens control on a Mazak machine, it comes fully equipped with all the right features that you'd need going forward?
We've worked quite closely with Siemens to build a set of options that we think the user of this machine will need and require. Obviously that's customizable still for a user, but the options have been specified really for a Siemens user to be able to buy this machine and work it straight away.
So you would have used both controls then, Greg? You'd have used obviously the Mazak control and then the Siemens. Are they both equally as easy to use?
That's a brilliant question. For people that have been trained in using either control or both, they're very easy to program. They both do pretty much the same thing.
So there we have it. If you're used to a Siemens control, you can now opt for a Mazak machine or some of their models with the popular Siemens control as well as their own control systems.